Thanks everyone for coming out to the media briefing today, August 20th, Tuesday. We have a robust agenda, so we'll jump right into it. First, let me officially welcome back to school all of our students and staff. We're looking forward to the start of a new school year and all the exciting achievements that this new school year will bring. We're pushing up on 2020, and I know some of us in the room probably can't remember the time that it was a whole lot earlier than 2020. So my son will be graduating in 2020, so this is his school year. And we can also certainly appreciate and understand new beginnings and fresh starts. Some say that the city of Aurora is experiencing that newness and resurgence today as we speak. 6 months ago during the State of the City address, our theme was "The light is on. Aurora is open for business." I'd like to dedicate today's media briefing to that theme and share some exciting updates. I'm going to use the social media as a driver for today's topic. Some of our most engaged posts from this past week have hit new records with likes and mentions reaching tens of thousands of people. Tens of thousands. One post about the redevelopment of the terminal building in the lofts on Broadway, which literally shows if you drive by there at night, lights are on. It was extremely popular. And another post about the redevelopment of the Silver Plate building in a Charlie's Silver Spoon ice creamery, also reached thousands. This shows the importance of redevelopment and bringing vacant buildings back to life. We have two visionaries here today to provide updates on their projects. First, we have Mike Poulikitis of Fox Valley Developers to talk about the former Copley Hospital, which has completed its first phase of remediation and has a milestone event in the upcoming weeks. Poulikitis, you want to join me up here and let us know what's going on with, I don't even want to call it former Copley anymore, brother. Tell us what it is.
So Mayor, I want to first say thank you to you, to the entire City Council, staff, City of Aurora, for your faith in Fox Valley Developers. This week we're celebrating something that we truly believe is remarkable. After decades of decay and delay at the old Copley campus, I'm proud to announce that the campus has been remediated, secured, and now preserved for redevelopment.
And what does it mean to be remediated, brother?
So we have gone in and completely taken out or remediated all of the asbestos and lead. Those were the two biggest contaminants that were found. There were some other smaller contaminants found in the laundry and in the cooling towers, but those have all been properly taken off site and properly disposed of.
Beautiful.
Right. So now we have to keep in mind, right, that the attorneys are still running through their process, but we're hoping that this will be completed in short order. After nearly a generation, the first steps towards progress have eluded the city. It's an honor to be standing before you to tell you that we've achieved this great progress for the community. It wouldn't have been possible without everybody's support, the community as a whole, the mayor, his staff, his team, city council, and I can't tell you the bright faces that come up to the fence every day and thank our team for doing what we're doing. The coordinations that we've had with the fire department and with the police department have been tremendous. We believe that they also have had a huge part in making this happen. So together, Fox Valley Developers, the City of Aurora, our first responders, Fox Valley Park District, East Aurora School District 131, have all set up to achieve what we believe is going to be a great redevelopment and repurposing of what we are now going to be calling Avalon Heights. And it will encompass several uses. One of the uses will be, and our first tenant will be East Aurora School District 131 will have its administration building there. They're going to be taking what is 4 campuses for their school administration and combining it into one, and it will be attached to its through a park. It'll be attached to its largest elementary school, Bardwell Elementary School.
How old is that particular building that District 131 will be going into?
That building was built in 1957, and it was the former nurses' building. And as part of that, we're also got and worked tirelessly with the State Historic Preservation Office to allow us to build them a one-story meeting and training facility. So not only will they be able to house their administration staff there, but then they'll also have a meeting, a hall, and a training facility right there on their campus. And then we tore down I don't know if anyone has gone by, but we've torn down the power plant and the 1980 Cancer Center, which really cleans up that whole south side of the campus. And in the 1988 building, we have that, or the 1888 building, I apologize, the original Aurora Hospital. We have that earmarked to be a pharmacy with a local drugstore and a small deli.
So when you say 1888, what do you mean by that?
Literally 1888.
Literally built in 1888.
Literally built in 1888. So that building, after how many years, has now been cleaned, and our plans have gone to the State Historic Preservation Office to repurpose that into what we are calling an apothecary pharmacy. So, if you will, in layman's terms, an old school pharmacy. And we're targeting local independent pharmacies. In all of our research, it's amazing to see. You think of Walgreens, you think of CVS being the dominant. There's actually a huge contingent of independent pharmacists out there, and we're going to be targeting them to come join us in Aurora. And then the 1916 building, the 1930s building, and the 1940 building is going to be repurposed for senior living. We have targeted, although we're not ready to announce, we've targeted our senior living management firm. This is a firm that has over 30 years of experience in the industry. They have they already have several open and running facilities. They've toured the campus, we've toured their campuses. They are eager, to say the least, to come and offer their services in Aurora. And then the first two floors of the 1970s building will be a healthcare center, small healthcare center, and the upper four floors of the 1970s building will be a residence for adults with cognitive and developmental disabilities that have low support needs. So just to reiterate, we believe that just in what we've done so far, after the decades of decay, to bring it to where it's at now, we're extremely proud, we're extremely thankful. It hasn't been without its share of headaches, without its share of what I call spirit snipers, or those who don't believe.
It's called talent.
But it's amazing to see the majority of the people, the majority of the community, how supportive they are, and we want to thank everybody for their support. I can't thank enough, and I'm being redundant here, I can't thank enough the mayor, his staff, first responders, everybody who is committed towards making this work, including our partners out there, the partners who soon after phase one is completed and the closing has taken place, who will be announcing who they are. We're very excited. They're very excited to be a part of Aurora. They've met you. They love the energy that the city has been creating, and we're just thankful to be a part of it. So I just want to end by saying that I have always believed that development follows vision, and it is clear that Aurora and the mayor have a vision for a renewed and prosperous community for all. We're grateful for the support and partnership, past, present, and future, that it's going to make Avalon Heights a reality, and I just want to thank you. So Thursday, even though the closing hasn't officially taken place, we are celebrating our phase one accomplishments, and it's almost more of a celebration to the community. It's almost more of a thank you to our neighbors, for being patient with us, for being so supportive of us. And so Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30, we're putting a tent out on the campus on the northwest side of the campus at Lincoln and 4th, or at Lincoln and 4th. We're going to be putting a tent, and we're going to be just having some community gathering. So we want to invite any of those, but we do ask that you go to Fox Valley. That we do ask that you RSVP, and they can go to foxvalleydevelopers.com for an RSVP. Okay. So thank you.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
One more time for Mike, this Woman who's not here, and Fox Valley Developers. It's great and exciting times here in Aurora. Now, we have a successful restaurateur who comes from one of the most celebrated lineages in restaurant families, the Morton family. Amy Morton is here to share a bit about her restaurant that she is bringing to downtown Aurora. It will be located in what was the former Waubonsie Community College. It has been redeveloped into the John C. Dunham Performing Arts Center. Again, taking an empty building and giving it new life. Ms. Morton.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hello. Totally echo what has been said, that the city of Aurora has been unbelievable in everything that we've done. And I'm so excited to be a part of the revitalization because it's really thrilling. And not only was this old building a number of other things, it was actually built as the Block and Cool department store back in 1928, 29. And that's really the starting place that I sort of started fantasizing about and who this restaurant could be. So besides the fact that it's adjacent to the Paramount Theater, I'm sure you guys all know, it is the most highly subscribed to theater in the state of Illinois. It is the second most highly subscribed to theater, in the country, okay? So an 1,800 seat theater here in the heart of Aurora is pretty amazing. And then drop it on this little island called Stoke. You can't beat it. So I'm really thrilled to be here. I am in the restaurant business. I have 3 restaurants in Evanston, Illinois, which is just an hour's drive from here. And this, from the second I heard about this, I knew it was right. I had already been to the Paramount for a show, and when my family and I walked by this vacant space, one of them said, "Wow, this would be a great restaurant." And so we hope it will be. We're opening in November. I like to say that it is a place that both Amelia Earhart and Coco Chanel will appreciate. It's a seasonal kitchen and steakhouse. I think one of our greatest challenges was making sure it's a place that everybody belongs. Whether it is a family or a couple that goes out once a year or once every 5 years to celebrate an anniversary, whether they're the seniors that come in for Wednesday matinees at the theater, or whether they are from Geneva, Hinsdale, or living out in communities very, very close to here. 12 minutes, some of my partners who say they have not been to downtown Aurora except for a Paramount show in years. People who have been living here 20 plus years. So when I had them walk just a block by to see the Creamery, to see Treadwell's Coffee Shop, to see Wickwood Boutique, to see the amazing little bicycle shop, the artsy heart that has already become known in this community is really, really awesome. So we're opening hopefully in November. We're really priding ourselves. What I really pride myself on is not only the fact that we're gonna have really great food, and I know I can do that with really great service in a vibe that's really cool, though that people are gonna feel it's a really great value and that it's gonna be homegrown. So we've hired our management team already, and I'm really excited to say everybody's from Aurora. And and you know, as proud as I am to be a part of this, I hope that Aurora is really proud to have the restaurant. So I look forward to getting to know everybody, And if there's ever any questions or anything I can do, please let me know.
Absolutely.
Amy Morton. I was telling Amy earlier that, I love the summertime, but I'm looking forward to November. And this will be the only time I look forward to November. I can't wait to get you open and have some cuisine from her restaurant. Another popular post this weekend was featuring our Phase and Grades initiative, where we partnered with Headliners Barbershop to provide free haircuts for students. Not only was the event a success, it highlights the importance of a city to step in and help to fill a gap and provide services to our community that can help them build a firmer foundation in life. Thanks once again to Headliners Barbers for making that successful. Over 100 little boys got their hair cut that day, and we're very happy and excited about coming to Headliners and participating. Let's give them a round of applause. My administration has been committed to doing just that for 2.5 years, and I'm giving back and making sure that we get the community involved at all levels. And I'm excited to announce that this Friday we'll be hosting an event that will update the community on how we will help provide financial empowerment to our most needy families. Dr. Adrian Holloway, do you want to come up and give a little background on what we're doing?
I'm excited to be part of this media briefing because it shows how we're uplifting our community through economic development, but we're also uplifting our community through direct services to our residents. We applied for a planning grant with the Cities for Financial Empowerment, which is a Bloomberg-funded entity, to see if we can get a financial empowerment center located here in Aurora. This is a new initiative that's just being scaled across the country that started in New York City under Bloomberg's administration when he was mayor. And what he wanted to see is how can we provide this type of service, a free service, public service to residents to try to build financially stable households. So in this planning initiative, it gave us 9 months to figure out whether or not a financial empowerment center is a good fit for Aurora. I can say the need is here. We do have about 30% of our population that surrounds the downtown that live below the poverty line. And they are suffering from credit disrepair, underbanked situations or relationships, as well as being ridden with debt. And those are the components that will be addressed in this one-on-one financial counseling relationship. The model itself says the city is a champion for this service, and we want to make sure that we are providing the service to our residents. But we're not the deliverers of service. We need to contract with a nonprofit provider. So in this planning scenario, we were able to go out to bid to find that provider. And that provider has been selected to be the Neighbor Project, who has a long history in their individual components to provide housing counseling. This is just a little pivot for them. So in this process, what we identified is not only great partners, but also a model that works well here. And now we submitted that to the Cities for Financial Empowerment for an implementation proposal. And it's a matching grant. So not only do we have to get partners to want to deliver service and work with us to identify clientele, we had to get sponsors. And in this update event, we're going to talk about the model that we designed, and we're also going to start recognizing our pioneer sponsors who said, hey, we want to make sure that our residents are given this opportunity to have a financially stable household. And now this proposal is in the hands of the Cities for Financial Empowerment, and we look forward to a favorable result.
Absolutely.
Let me just tell you, in this matching grant, the City of Aurora was required to raise a certain amount to get the support from the FEC that we needed. And I'm proud to say that Adrienne and her team exceeded that amount by far. So we will be getting the support we need for our All right, but last but certainly not least, the most popular Facebook post, just from yesterday alone, are both related to our hometown hero of the Aurora Fire Department. Aurora firefighter Dan Polizzi is again on this season of the hit TV show America Ninja Warrior. And last night he completed and earned his spot in the national finals in Las Vegas, where he will compete for $1 million. Before we start this video, let me tell you about a year and a half ago, it's on a Sunday, I'm just laying on the couch, flipping through the channel. Man, and I flip the channel and these guys, these Ninja Warriors, which I like to watch for sometimes, because I think I can do that, You always think, I can do that, I just haven't tried it, And then we get these Towers of Power, and one guy is from Aurora, Illinois, and I start turning it up. I was like, wait, he says Aurora. They don't say it. They say, wait, Aurora, Colorado? And they say Illinois. Just right there, they say Aurora. I say Colorado. I say Illinois. It's just like the television answered my call. So from that point on, I reached out to the fire chief, deputy chief. I said, I got to meet this guy. So we went and visited his firehouse, and I said, all right, from what I saw, man, you've inspired me. Now, since seeing him on television and all the hard work he puts in to stay fit, now we have a competition in the city of Aurora that we created. Hey, man, hey, I didn't ask for nobody in the peanut gallery fire department to help me out with my speech. Look at this, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get to that, man. So anyway, we've been competing for the last 2 years. Competition between the mayor's office and city staff, the police department, and the fire department. First year, the mayor's office put on the challenge, and the firemen, they won. I'll give it up to you. Let's give it up to the firemen. Second year, the firemen started challenging, the firemen won. And let me tell you why. This man here, show the video. I do that all the time. I take my shirt off at night to go to bed. I'm trying to blow my head. Come on up, my brother.
I don't know, that's hard to follow with that. I just had to do it though. One of my idols is Hulk Hogan. So. That's just awesome, too epic. But this whole thing's been such a great journey, and since it started, it's been a small goal basically. I did the same thing. I looked at TV and said, hey, I can do that. And you know what? When I found out and actually tried it, it wasn't that easy. I had to work a lot, and I don't work for a long time, put a lot of effort in, and this was my 7th season.
Wow.
And that's 7 years of putting effort into this, and it's no easy task. So it kind of really helps to motivate me, and I think it's awesome to find out that it motivates others. Finding out, you get all the support from the city, getting the support from my brothers, the FD, and I think it's so cool that everyone gets behind this and says, this is such a cool thing, because I personally thought that, and that's just something I always thought, but if it motivates other people to stay in shape, do things, and work hard, that's such an awesome statement to make, and I think, you can't take that away. Just doing this on TV is just a small thing compared to how it motivates others. Seeing kids jumping out there going, man, this is something I want to do. I want to get out there, I want to play, I want to be in shape, I want to be like those people on TV, and I think it's a cool message to get across. And it really has been an awesome adventure, and it really shows a lot about our city, and the fire department, police, everyone really gets behind it, and it really proves how much we really follow the Aurora strong. Everyone is there for each other, and I think it's awesome, and we really follow through to that. And it's been so cool to see you reach out to me, and you've also reached out even to my my training bro, Brandon, who works this neighborhood. He was just like, man, it's so cool that your city reached out and said, congratulations to me too. He thought that was awesome. So we just have a great city we work for, and I just want to make sure you guys know that. And out of appreciation, I actually brought a shirt in. Wow. We got to have the mayor have an honor.
Put it on and rip it off, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Give it up again. Woo! You know what? Let's give a round of applause to the whole fire department in here tonight. All the people they do for the city of Aurora. You guys are heroes. Those who don't have any police in here today. I think you guys scared them away. All right, now, all right. So we got the media here. So all right, we had a number of people that spoke. Does anybody have any questions for Dan, for Amy, for Mike, Adrian? Go ahead.
When is the next episode?
When is the next episode?
Coming up next Monday.
Monday, okay.
Next
7
Monday.
7 p.m. on NBC.
When are the finals?
That is the Vegas finals.
That's the Vegas finals.
Wait, it's Monday?
If he wins that, right? Everybody put it in their calendar, right? And if they win that million, you know, since I was there with him from the beginning, so I found him on television, I think he's going to be splitting it with somebody. Mayor's office, namely me. Right? Any other questions? Go ahead, brother.
Mine is for Amy.
Okay.
I was wondering if you have a name for the restaurant.
Funny you should ask. So I think I do,
Oh.
but I'm not ready yet
Oh.
to share it. I've gone back and forth on a bunch of things, and it really did start out with the department and or a department store, and then it shifted into Found Aurora, which is my shared plate restaurant in Evanston. Though I think right now what I've got is way better, and it's way Aurora, and I just want to make sure that it's going to be the one that sticks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fire's a good name.
The Tower.
Right. Any other questions? All right. Any questions of you, bro? You good? All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming out for another media briefing. I've got to go to City Council in a few minutes and handle some business for the city. But let's give our folks a round of applause that help make Aurora the best place in Illinois to live.